Hello, beautiful mermaids. Okay, so I wanted to come on today to talk about something that goes through a lot of people's minds, which is it seems like everyone is a life coach, that there's so many life coaches, there's so many healers, there's so many womb priestesses, that everyone's doing it. And when you feel like this, when you see that there's a lot of us out there doing this work, especially if you're just at that start of your soul calling and you're feeling like I want to be doing this work, the mind can come in and say, well, do we really need another one? Like, there's so many people doing this. Why you? What can you bring to the marketplace? What can you bring to other people that doesn't already exist? And the mind can use that, the ego can use that as backup of why it just really won't work for you, why you won't be able to have a full-time income from it, why it's just not really possible, and why you probably just shouldn't really go for it. Hi, Melissa. I say Melissa, but really I wanted to say Missy because like that was your name to me, but it showed up as Melissa. So hi, I love you. Okay, so Missy is like one of my best friends ever. Okay, so we're gonna talk about this and break this down today because the truth is, hey, like not everyone by any means is a life coach. Not everyone by any means is a womb priestess and a healer. You know why it seems that way? Because of social media algorithm. So if you are in this group, if you like my page, if you like someone else's page who's a healer, who's a life coach, who's a speaker, who's whatever, if you're on email lists that you get content like this, that means if you like Instagram pages, right? That means that social media is now going to tailor your feed, that Facebook, that Instagram, et cetera, that YouTube is going to tailor your feed to have more of that, to have more of that, to have more of that. So when you go online, it looks like, hey, everybody and their sister is doing this work. But here's why that's not true. If that was true, if literally everyone was a life coach, if everyone was a healer, if everyone was doing this work, would you go, if you ever watch the news? I'm at my parents' house right now, so I never watch the news, but right now I can see it on. I don't like the news. If you put on the news, would you be seeing the kind of stuff that you see every day on the news? And if you don't watch the news, you probably have at some point and know that they just tell you all the terrible things that are happening in the world all the time. I'm kind of out of my bubble. I live in a bit of a bubble in the town that I live in. When I live in Canada, I'm out of that right now. I'm in my hometown. It's a much bigger city. It's a city that's very focused on money and achievement and oil and um, industry, and there's a lot of really stressed out people here. There's a lot of depressed people here. There's a lot of people here that need the medicine that you offer. So absolutely, like we do need you. And if you're feeling in your heart, you feel this energy of like, I do want to share my gifts. I do want to share. I do want to expand. I do want to get my own unique essence out. Well, that means that is the divine. That is your soul speaking through you and say, hey, a part of your soul mission is to share this work. A part of your soul mission is to express this work. And if you hold yourself back from it, you're going to feel weird. You're going to maybe feel restless or anxious or any of those things if you're not expressing what is longing to be expressed inside of you. And you are going to do it like nobody else does it. You have a unique soul essence. You have a unique soul signature. You have different codes and frequencies that nobody else has. And you already have soul agreements to work with specific people around the world that maybe you don't even know about yet. And they're waiting for you to really step up and be visible and be available and command and claim that you're here and ready to do this work. I had someone recently say, Gabby Bernstein was a huge inspiration for the first few years of my journey. And I had someone say, and, my thought could be like, well, and I submitted a business plan before I was in university with a finance degree. I was actually studying business. And there was like a competition to send a business plan in and you could get money to start your business. And I was right at the end of my degree, and I was like, I'm going to be a spiritual teacher, a spiritual coach, and a spiritual mentor. And I sent my business plan in talking about live events and different things, crystal jewelry, coaching, all this stuff that I was going to offer. And what I got back was literally was like these, I think they were like older men on the panel, and they're like, this business isn't going to work. Like Wayne Dyer is already on PBS, there's already these big spiritual teachers out there. Like, you're not needed. This isn't needed kind of thing. That was the feedback that I got. Honestly, I don't really even care that much. I was like, fuck yeah, like whatever. Like I knew in my heart that of course, like I just knew it was so weird that someone would say Wayne Dyer's on PBS. It was a completely different market. It didn't make any sense to me. But Gabby Bernstein per se was like a younger woman, a younger spiritual teacher. And my mind could go to that and be like, well, there's Gabby, Gabby's so experienced, Gabby's famous already. Wouldn't people want to sign up for her programs, work with her instead of someone like me? And someone really recently said to me, Beth, I would rather, and this is no offense to Gabby or to anybody. My point is that we all have different energy and medicine for each other, and there's going to be unique fits. So someone said to me, to me, you feel so much like better to me than Gabby Bernstein. I would rather work with you any day, kind of thing. And again, no disrespect to Gabby, is because we all have unique soul frequency, So I'm definitely not at that like level of, by any means, level of fame, anything, that Gabby's at, but I still have somebody saying to me, I would rather work with you. So because we're more of a soul match, right? So you have to really keep that in mind, that you're a soul match for people that I'm not. There's going to be people that would look at my work and they would look at your work, and maybe you're new and you're just getting your videos out there and things like this, but they would say and look at your videos and say, I'd rather work with you. I resonate with you more. And that would be no offense to me, because we all have different soul frequency, right? So I wanted to bring this to you and really remind you, your work is needed. Like, there's people that are very depressed out there. There are people that really, really need this work. And there's people in these like other places that maybe we can't get to one-on-one, that are experiencing war and sexual oppression and sex slavery and all these terrible things. And when you choose to give your work and you choose to work with people, it doesn't matter if you're working with someone in a Western country that overall has it pretty well off. When you share your work and your frequencies ascend together and you vibrate up, you're actually affecting people everywhere, and frequency everywhere is raising, and it makes it easier for other people to access the kind of frequencies that you're now pillaring into and letting your soul vibrate through you. So absolutely, yes, it's important that you follow your soul. Absolutely, yes, it's important that you say yes to your divine birthright. No, you don't need to wait anymore. I work with people all the time. They're waiting for it to be perfect. They want it to be perfect. They're waiting for the right offering to come through. They're waiting for the perfect website. They're waiting for 1 or 2 or 3 more trainings. If you have this yearning inside of you, it means that it's now. It's time now. So if it is time now and you need support and you need mentorship and you need guidance because you know it's now, but you don't really know exactly what you need to do, you might have some ideas and things like this, but it just doesn't really seem like you're getting the energy of what you really need to figure out and allow through you. The Energetics of Sacred Business is open. It closes on Thursday night. This is a 5-month journey that is designed for those of you who want to be, healers and coaches, and you want to do this work full time, but you need more activations. Maybe you need more training. You need a loving kick in the butt. You need accountability. You need a community. And so this is for you if in 2020 you really see yourself absolutely committing to it, and you're there and you're like, I'm sharing my soul work, I'm doing it whether my ego likes it or not. The link to the journey is in the title of this video. It closes on Thursday. And I'm just going to read some of these comments that came through. I didn't see them. Because says, so right, on Instagram you can feel boring, like everyone is doing the same thing. It can knock your confidence. Yeah, so sometimes just spend less time on Instagram. Because says, I agree, haha, no disrespect to Gabby. Yeah, so all right, I gotta hop off. I just see the client that I'm meeting with now has just popped on. I'm about to call you or be with you. So let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns. Would be super happy to connect live or on replay. I'm here for you. And again, Energetics of Sacred Business closes on Thursday night. If you're wondering if it's right for you, you can say, higher self, thank you for showing me if joining Energetics of Sacred Business is right for me. Will I receive more than the monetary investment that I would put in? Is this the next best step for me on my soul's journey? Thank you, higher self, for making it clear. We can just ask our higher selves what is the best. All right, I will let you go with that and chat soon.